Illustrator, next up. Same kind of idea that you're working to a design brief and you need to be consistent. So let's go and find some documentation in here, some starting points. Here we go. It's all the same kind of theme, and you'll see this poster that's been created. First thing you'll notice when this eventually wakes up is Illustrator has multiple pasteboards, as in more than one. And you can have as many pasteboards as you like, positioned and sized however you wish. You can even nest a pasteboard inside another. Why? I don't know, but you can. Here's Illustrator, and come on Illustrator, open the file. You may have to just click. I think you can see my hard disk is whirring away there, so I'll give that a second. While it's working, here we go, it's reading it. While it's working, what I'm going to do is tell you two tools here. Firstly, gradient editing, where I can perhaps use swatches that I might have created through colour or any other means of taking my print-based Pantone type colours and bringing them into RGB hexadecimal triplets. The 16.7 million colours available to me. I don't have those fonts, I'll just open that document. And having got those palettes of colours, I'm now going to muck about with two things. One, on-image gradients, a new trick where the gradients are actually edited right there on the document. And remember, because this is Illustrator, I'm working with vectors, so the file size remains comparatively small. Let's zoom in on the girl with the weird hat, and I'm going to select her hat, there it is, and over on the left here I'm going to choose the gradient tool, there. In fact, I'm going to double click the gradient tool, 1, 2. And that allows me to choose a gradient. Well, there we go, I have a gradient. And now this bar, close this off away. This bar that my mouse is hovering over allows me to adjust the gradient. Let me start on the left. You could guess your way around this, but I'll go for a color on this end, and over here I'll double click and choose a color on that end. It really is so intuitive. I mean, just, there you go, look, a couple of colors. Obviously, I can get my mouse just near the end of this thing, and if I do that, I can twist it into a curve. There we go. Perhaps moving it with the other end just to drag the gradient around, or on this document, which is a novelty for Illustrator. Now with the views, I'm going to go to another view, the detective, the fellow with the funny hat. Here he is. And you'll notice, if I use the direct select tool on his hat, this blobby shape that I've just clicked on, the kind of dark, that is actually purple. Perhaps I want to reshape that. There's this new tool called the blob tool. And what it does, it lets you create, yes, a vector, but by slopping paint around. So let's use the blob tool and just kind of go blob, blob, blob over there. And I've just drawn an additional piece on there. But notice, that is still, hey guys, it's a vector, even though I just threw some paint in it. And I could choose to edit that. Also, if I go and grab the smooth tool, which you all know has been in Photoshop, in Illustrator forever, I can run along the sides of that and just smooth the lines out a little bit if I need to ease that out a bit. So between them, the blob tool and the smooth tool allow you to very easily create vectors in a natural, intuitive way. And if I had one of those lovely tablets, then I could just turn my tablet cursor over, stylus over, and the eraser would work as an eraser, and the blob tool would then draw in. Very, very natural. You really do want a tablet to be working with these tools. Okay, that's enough Photoshop for now. Photoshop, Illustrator. So that again is following the brief. It's consistent, have the same palettes and same colors.